All right, we do want to welcome you guys to the Saturday morning training call. I should say Saturday morning if you're on the West Coast. I'm in California. It is 12 o'clock if you are on the East Coast. It is 5 p.m. if you are in the UK. It is 6 p.m. if you are in the France, you are Spain, or if you happen to be in Geneva, Switzerland, like our special guest today, Miss Sonia, who is an ambassador with our company. We are going to have Mr. Danny Bling Bling Seguin on with us today. We got to the great Daryl Roberts, who I call MJ, Michael Jordan, one of the best to ever do it in the history of the industry. We're going to have Miss Christine helping do some translations today. Now, Sonia speaks pretty good English, but we're going to have Christine here just in case. But Sonia speaks English, Spanish, French, German, Russian, Japanese, Chinese, Swahili. I mean, one of them people that speaks like 19 different languages. And
wow.
and I'm somewhat kidding, but she does speak a lot of languages. I'm completely jealous. Sonia, this is Daryl Roberts. Him and Maria are actually Danny's sponsor. I don't think you guys have. There's Maria's hand. She's the producer, right?
That's Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, Sonia. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Great. Bonjour. Comment allez-vous?
Très bien, merci.
Hey, Todd, I had to learn my one line today. But Todd, hey, what Todd and I speak, Sonia, we speak money. We speak helping people. That's what we speak.
Yeah, Sonia speaks that same language. By the way, just as a quick maintenance item, for those of you who look in the back office, you used to be able to click on enroll a partner from the back office. That link in the back office to enroll a partner to sign somebody up brand new into Travorium has been removed. They removed that yesterday. And the reason they did that is that unfortunately, there's just so much fraud that happens with credit cards and things of this nature that the company wants to make sure that whoever's signing up, that they're signing up from their address with their credit card, their IP address. This is part of an extra verification process that it's actually them that signed up, where if you're taking their info and putting it in your back office, they can say, hey, I never saw the policies. I never saw the procedures. I didn't put my credit card in there. And so again, it's an extra step of protection to protect the consumer, to protect the company, to make sure that, hey, we're doing everything always above board, that, we're, doing things the way the credit card processors want us to do. And again, only because there's so many nefarious people out there, bad actors doing some credit card fraud. It's just an extra measure of protection. So again, that link has been removed from the back office. Now, if you don't know how to sign people up, that's why you have a replicated website. You can just go to Travorium.com/ whatever your ID number is, or you can go to Travorium.com/ whatever you happen to name your business. Remember, when you signed up, or when anybody signs up, you get to kind of name your business. It could be Sonia's Travel, Daryl's Unbelievable Deals, whatever name you gave your business. And maybe it's just your name. And so either way, you can send people that link. Now, if you want a further shortcut, you can go to your replicated website. So you can go to Travorium.com/ 40114. And that's just a replicated website I made up. So Travorium.com / your ID number. Click on join. You'll see there's a menu. Click on the upper right hand scroll. You'll see there's a menu. Click on join. So when you get to the join page, there's an address at the bottom. If you copy and paste that address, you can send that directly to people. It'll take them directly to your sign up page. It bypasses learn about the company, the product. It just takes them directly to, hey, you want a silver? Do you want a titanium, or do you want a platinum? That is their opening page. And so again, and you should create that link as you sign people up. And so if I'm enrolling Sonia today, one of the first things I'm going to do is say, hey, Sonia, congratulations. You're a travelpreneur. I'm going to go to her replicated website, make sure she has that address. And at the same time, I'm going to click on the join page, copy that address. Sonia, here is the link you can hand out to people to enroll them. And that way they can enroll themselves and do things correctly in the way the credit card processing people want it to be done. So a little bit of a maintenance issue there for everybody. By the way, I tried to grab Christine, Sonia, a couple times. And so Christine, if you're out there, I sent you a link to become a host. Thank you for that. I sent you a link, Christine, to come on and be a co-host. Here we go. I'm going to try that one more time. So I'm allowing you to talk right now, Christine, but I'm also going to then try to make you a co-host. So you got to accept the invitation to be a panelist.
I did accept.
Did you? Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Are you there?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can
heard
hear
you.
you. There's Danny.
Fine.
There's Danny Bling. Good morning, Danny.
Morning. Bonjour, Sandra. Hey, Daryl, how you doing?
Yeah, but wait, for
Bonjour.
those of you who don't know, Danny, he's not a morning guy.
He probably went to bed about
This is
30
Danny
minutes
doing that
ago.
Rocky Balboa thing, getting up, putting 8 eggs in the blender, drinking them raw, going out to jog the steps of the Philadelphia steps. This is Danny. Da-na-na, da-na-na. So this is Danny going all out to be here first thing in the morning. Okay, so Christine, I'm looking for you.
Plus, you see how quiet Danny is right now. His brain is not open right now. It is like closed.
I'm not open for business right now. I'm still trying to. What's going on here? There's a sun.
If it was like 6 p.m. in the evening in Canada, Danny would have probably already had 1,000 words in already.
That's right.
So did you get the, oh, there we go, Christine. Now you got it. All right. So we're going to bring Christine on here real quick. So Christine, I'm making you a co-host right now. And you'll be able to turn on your camera, lights, camera, Christine. Look at
Yes.
that. All right. Hey, Christine. Well, by the way, Sonia, Christine, Danny, we're going to be seeing you ladies in about a week. A little bit over a week. Of course, Gina and I leave next Sunday. We're going to Venice, Italy first. But then we'll see you guys in Barcelona.
Okay, great.
So going to be incredible. All right, so let's get underway with our training. For everyone that's out there, whether it's morning, noon, or night, we do have a special guest with us today, Ambassador Sonia from Switzerland. And I want you guys just to kind of hear Sonia's story. I mean, you know, who she is, where she's from, what she does. She's a real person. She's got a family. She's got kids. How do you balance all of that? I'm trying to work. I got kids. I'm trying to build this business. I mean, you know, she had to go through all of the same stuff, you know, the doubts and is this going to work? And one day it's awesome. The next day somebody quits. What am I doing? I mean, so she has to go through all that same stuff. But again, she speaks very, very good English, multiple languages. So Ambassador Sonia, welcome to our training call.
Thank you. I don't speak 9 languages, only 4.
Only 4. Did you get that, Daryl? No, only 4.
Only 4.
Well, we
No, I will try to start in English, but my English is very bad. So, sorry for the mistakes. And my team is here. So I will speak in French too. And Christine is here to translate for me with no mistakes. Thank you so much, Christine.
You're welcome.
So I'm Sonia. I live in Geneva in Switzerland. Sorry. I have 4 children. One is here. Please go. Thank you. It's my life. When I'm doing Zooms, I always, one of my children who comes. So, je vais continuer en français. Hein,
She's going
Christine?
to follow in French.
Yes. Donc, knows me? Yes. So this part I can do in English because first advice to coming out of your comfort zone. It's very difficult for me to speak in English, but I try. If you want to be a good leader, you have to take risks. And there is my first risk today. Go. No,
Hey, well,
go.
let me ask
Sorry.
Tom, let me ask you a question before you actually get into this, Sonia. How did you find out about our company, Travorium? And then what made you say oui?
Ah, comment t'as trouvé en fait Travorium et qu'est-ce qui fait que tu parles en disant nous?
That's what I said.
Nous. Au revoir. Sorry. Tu pars.
Sonia, bring him on. We used to have,
My
7 kids.
children is hungry. Faim.
Hungry. I'm hungry too. What do we have?
They haven't eaten yet.
Oh, yes, I speak in we because I'm not alone in this adventure. Je ne suis pas toute seule dans cette aventure. I'm ambassador because I have a team, a real team behind me, derrière moi, c'est ça?
Ouais.
Ok.
Yes.
Donc, je vais dire à mon équipe française, donc je suis ambassadrice, pas toute seule. Donc, je suis ambassadrice parce que j'ai une équipe derrière moi et c'est grâce à eux. Donc, c'est pour ça que c'est très important pour moi de parler en nous.
It's very important for her to say we because she's an ambassador, but she's an ambassador because she has a big thing behind her and everybody carries everybody. That's why she say we.
Absolutely.
So for my presentation, I'm a teacher and a paramedic too. I have 2 jobs. I have 4 children and I'm married. Donc, je suis mariée, je suis maman de 4 enfants et je suis enseignante et je travaille dans les ambulances aussi. Voilà. In French and I stop in English. Sorry, I continue in.
It was good.
Voilà, you have to work, Christine. Moi, dans mon but dans la vie, c'est de passer du temps avec mes enfants, évidemment, et d'avoir du temps pour moi, de voyager, etc. Et en tant qu'enseignante, en fait, je ne pouvais pas manger avec mes enfants, je n'avais pas de temps pour eux, donc je gagne très bien ma vie. Mais il me manquait ce quelque chose en plus pour que je sois épanouie, en fait.
Okay, she's speaking about her why. And her why is to have time with her children. And she wants to offer the best life to her children. And she wants to also be financially comfortable for that. Even so, she has a good income because she carried 2 jobs at the same time, plus Travorium. But it's not enough because she wanted to, for example, bring her kids to school.
Et en 2020, donc j'ai commencé, j'ai vu une annonce pour du marketing de réseau, donc je ne connaissais pas. C'était pour de la vente de produits minceurs, n'est-ce pas, Christine? Mais voilà, c'est pas facile puisqu'il y a des retombées à 0, il y a beaucoup de ventes. Donc, même si au début, j'ai monté en niveau assez rapidement, après, c'est vrai que ça me prenait beaucoup de temps, les retombées à 0 et surtout, je n'avais pas de revenus fixes. Et ça, c'était très important puisque mon but étant de diminuer mon taux actuel, je ne pouvais pas le faire chez Just Plus.
Okay, in 2020, she saw ad for one network marketing, and she didn't know this work before, but unfortunately it was for network marketing who sell products to lose weight. So she started with that. Even so, she was very good at it, but it was taking her a lot of time because she had to follow, the client to see if they lost weight or not. So it was a lot of work for her. And also the income was not regularly. So she left this company to come to Travorium because she wanted to have a stable income.
Exactement. Donc, en mars 2021, j'ai commencé donc Travorium parce que j'ai vu waouh, avantage voyage, revenu fixe, plein de choses. Et là, je me suis dit, allez, je me lance et je me lance. Voilà. J'y vais petit à petit.
She really started working for Travorium in March 2021. She saw a friend was working with her before doing Travorium, and she said, wow, what she's speaking about. She was speaking about a stable income. She was speaking about having more time for us because it will be less painful to follow client because we don't sell nothing. We do not follow client. So she said, okay, she reflected a little bit and she said, okay, she thinks a little bit about it. And she said, no, I'm going for it and I'm going to start on this new job. So it was March 2021.
Donc au début, c'est sûr que ça n'a pas été facile. Mes bébés avaient 4 mois. Je travaillais à 100%. Mais j'ai travaillé dur parce que si on veut réussir, il n'y a pas de miracle, hein, il faut travailler dur. Donc, j'ai sacrifié des soirées, j'ai sacrifié des hobbies, du temps libre, etc. Mais c'est du temps que j'ai décidé d'investir pour moi et pour mon avenir, en fait.
She was very excited when she started working for Travorium, but she has to admit that it was not simple. It was a lot of work, and she had a baby. Her baby was very young. They were 4 months old, so it was very young. She had to work. She had to work for the 2 jobs she had, plus Travorium, plus the babies. But she cut all the hobbies she had. She was not going out anymore. She was not having parties with friends anymore, because she really wanted to be an ambassador, and she knew she had to put some effort on it at the beginning.
Yes. My goal, my first goal was to become an ambassador quickly.
Okay, her first goal was to become very quick an ambassador.
Voilà.
I think
Donc, je l'ai dit, je l'ai
We
bien dit.
understood that. We speak English over here.
Yes, I will try.
So, by the
No,
way, just out of curiosity, how long did it take you to become a 2-star, and how long did it take you to become an ambassador?
Yes.
Combien de temps ça a pris pour devenir 2
oui.
étoiles et ambassadeur?
Alors, je me suis qualifiée en 1 semaine. J'ai passé mon 1 star en 1 mois, mon 2 stars en 2 mois et mon ambassadeur en 1 année.
Okay, after 1 week, she had 3 partners, so she was settled already. Then after 1 month, she was 1 star. After 2 months, she was 2 star. And after combien ambassadeur?
1 year.
1 year, she became an ambassador.
Oh, excellent.
Boom.
Excellent.
Boom.
Yeah, we go boom.
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 In French,
But
it's
at
boom.
work, hard work, very hard work. No
Yeah.
friends, no restaurants, no sport. Oh, no sport, it was okay. For me, it was okay. But yes.
She worked very, very hard to have that. She
Yes.
didn't just wait for life to pass. She really worked.
Yes. Mais ce qui est magique et ce qui m'a donné l'énergie, c'est que le travail chez Travorium, il est tellement facile en fait que j'ai fait des sacrifices, yes, sacrifice, yes, but je m'occupais de mes enfants. C'est-à-dire que quand ils dormaient ou quand ils font la sieste, voilà, je travaillais. Je travaille aussi quand je veux, quand je suis avec mes enfants, je suis avec mes enfants. C'est-à-dire que le soir, quand c'est l'heure du dîner, etc., je suis que avec eux. Donc, je n'ai pas sacrifié mes enfants, j'ai sacrifié mon temps à moi, mais c'était pas, comment dire, difficile, puisque je sais que le job est magnifique, on peut travailler quand on veut, d'où on veut, et j'ai vu à long terme, en fait, c'est ça.
Okay, so she said that the job was quite easy, and it is quite easy in Travorium compared to what she was doing before. And she did, sure, a lot of sacrifice. She didn't go out no more. She was not going out in a restaurant. She was not seeing her friend. She was not partying, but she had some time for her kids, what she didn't have before. So for her, it was good to do it because it was easier and she could have some time for her kids. For example, when it's time for dinner, she stopped, look at her phone, she stopped working for Travorium and she's taking care of her kids.
Voilà. Et je sais que, et là je cite Todd, je suis au premier chapitre de mon histoire chez Travorium. Donc, je sais que je vais évoluer. J'aimerais vraiment être ambassadrice, peut-être 4 stars pour donner un chiffre d'ici 5 ans. Mais voilà, je sais que je suis au début, je sais que je vais encore me développer, et voilà, je ne suis pas pressée puisque j'ai déjà réussi à diminuer mon temps de travail de 50%. Donc, je profite déjà un petit peu plus de mes enfants.
Okay, she said she is only at the first chapter of her life in Travorium. And her goal is to become a 4-star ambassador. So she's working for that, and she knows she will go for it, and she will arrive. Even so, she's still working, but she slowed down on the other job she had. She's working only 50% now, and the rest is for Travorium and for her kids.
Ouais. Et comme le disait tout à l'heure Todd, on sait que lorsqu'on travaille dans le marketing de réseau, il y a des hauts, il y a des bas. On a vécu beaucoup de hauts, on a vécu beaucoup de bas. J'ai beaucoup pleuré, j'ai beaucoup ri, etc. L'année dernière, on a vécu quelque chose de difficile. J'étais à quelques points, même pas 1000 points d'être ambassadrice 1-star. On a vécu énormément de pertes, donc j'ai perdu énormément. Mais c'est pas grave parce que voilà, ça fait partie du job et je sais que je suis au bon endroit. Et même si c'est difficile parfois, je sais que on va tout déchirer, on va continuer de travailler dur et aller monter encore plus les rangs.
Okay, she said that she knows that network marketing is not always easy. There is up and down, but it's okay because we are strong enough to go through it. We had a big issue last July that we don't say anything about it, except that we had a big problem, a big issue, and we lost a lot of people. She carried everything. She put everybody on the business, and we know, she knows, and we know because we're speaking with her. It's the same thing. We are a whole team. She knows that everybody will go up and we will arrive. Even so, it was tough. She cried a lot. She laughed a lot. But now everybody's working and we're going for success.
Well, I want to pause her real quick.
Yes.
Because obviously Sonia had to go through some things that not everybody has to go through, but it does happen where you have somebody leave and try to take a lot of your team. Her upline left, try to take a lot of her team, and she really was challenged. And I wanted to kind of talk about what it took to go through that challenge, because you know, we all go through stuff, but the leaders, they don't just go through it, they grow through it, meaning that they grow themselves personally and they overcome. And sometimes you cry a lot and you laugh a lot. And she really had to overcome a lot because of what happened last summer. And I want everyone to realize that even as an ambassador, you know, that you had some challenges, and that you're going to have challenges in this business. So maybe kind of have her just elaborate on that a little bit.
Yeah. And what happened in last summer, she was missing only 1,000 points to arrive to the ambassador 1-star. So when this thing happened, she dropped down in 2 days. It was terrible for her. It was terrible for us. But thanks God, she's very strong and she's here and she carries everybody to go up again. And this is network marketing. You go down and up, down and up. Yeah.
Well, I think it's important for people to know, because I know there's people out there listening that maybe you're upset because you had 2 people quit. Imagine having 200. I mean, everybody goes through that. The bigger your team gets, the bigger sometimes the sting can be, but you go through the up, you go through the down, you pick yourself up and you start building again. And she's on her way back to where she was going. So I just wanted to keep elaborating. I don't want her to just avoid that subject, but talk about some of the pain and some of the struggle of what it took to keep moving forward.
I'll add to that, Todd. There's a thing that I've learned from, I don't know if it's for you or Daryl or David, but someone said that our team is a voluntary army, right? Yeah. So if we have a voluntary army, they could voluntarily not work, right. Not go to war, not go for their dreams. And we seem to think that because they're on our team, that we're in control, like they belong to us and they should remain there because it's thanks to the team that we grow in our business. But not everybody has the same vision. Not everybody has the same goals. So they might be with you for a year, 2 years, and then maybe they leave. Things change in their lives. So that's why I believe 1000% that you can never stop sharing the opportunity, right? I think, Todd, you mentioned that all the time, that Jesus has one of the biggest army out there, right? But he doesn't have everybody. He doesn't have everybody. So, and every day people go to church, every day people pray, every day people talk about Catholic or whatever, but you still can't get everybody. So some people will see the vision, some people will join, and some people will leave. They'll change their faith, their vision, whatever. Our job is to keep on going, Keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing. And that's why it's very important. Network marketing, right? Building relationships with people is very, very important. Because I have personally people that could have quit, but they haven't quit because of the relationship, right? So they don't just let go of the business, they stick around because of the relationship part until they could get back up again. And that is something that we're all learning. I'm learning, Sonia is learning, Christine's learning, everybody is learning that, okay, well, I thought you were my friend, right? I thought you were my friend. Okay, well, we were friends. Thank you for sharing a part of the journey with me. I thought you would stay until the end of the journey, but it's okay. I have other friends and I'll make new friends and we'll get new people. So that's really what's important to remember, because you know, when you have 3 and you lose 1, you go, oh, damn, auto ship, right? I gotta pay my membership. You know, when you have 10 or 50, you're like, oh, damn, I lost the rank. But when you lose 100 or you lose 1,000, and then like the bigger you grow, like when you're a Daryl, you're a Todd, you know, Todd, I know that story. You told me one day you woke up and there was nobody left, right? Imagine not losing a couple people. Imagine you wake up one day and there's no one left. And you have to motivate yourself, say, hey, David, I'm still here. I got you. I got you. It's just me. I got you. So that builds character. And we need to go through that to become better. Because if it was a rocket ship, if it was always good, what do we learn? We learn nothing. So we learn when there's failure. Well, if every time you recruit, you don't lose nobody, you won't know how to deal when you lose someone. Now, we don't want to lose a lot of people all at once because, you know, then we need a doctor, right? But if we lose a little bit, and then we lose a little bit, and then we patch, we get stronger. But it's all part of the process.
Well, guys, too, just real quick to add on to that. In the very beginning, her first thing that she talked about, Sonia first talked about, was she had a why. She had reasons, and part of the reasons was her children. If her reasons were not big enough, I'm going down my checklist: reasons, decisions, goals, habits, obsessions, discipline. She's checking the box off on every one. For every business, all of us that stick and stay, go and become successful, we have reasons. So because she wanted her children to be able to be with her, spend more time, she wanted more time for her family, because she wanted to go to ambassador. She didn't say in 25 years, I wanted to quickly, that's her words in English, she said quickly get there. So one of the key points I'm just taking from this, Sonia, and I want everybody to hear it, is number one, is that if your reasons are tiny, when you go through these issues and challenges, you will go through them, you will not be with our company. If your reasons are wise or huge and you go through challenges and disappointment, there's no question about it, you will survive. So congratulations, Sonia, for soldiering through.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Just can you translate for my French team? Dani, peut-être tu peux juste traduire brièvement ce que tu as dit, parce que c'était très important, très intense.
Danny, you're on mute.
Danny, you're on mute.
Christine, je laisse traduire Daré, la dernière partie qu'elle a mentionnée, puis après ça, je vais traduire ce que j'ai dit.
Ok.
Daryl, il a juste dit que c'était hyper important d'avoir un pourquoi, en fait,
Voilà,
parce que c'est ce qui va vous permettre, moi c'est ce qui m'a permis quand j'avais justement mes moments down, de pouvoir me rattacher à ça et de me dire, c'est ce qui m'a permis d'avancer. Donc je me suis pas dit j'ai 25 ans pour devenir ambassadrice, je me suis dit je veux devenir ambassadrice le plus rapidement possible. Et en fait je regarde mes enfants, c'est eux qui me donnent La force, c'est eux qui me donnent l'envie d'avancer et de réussir. Donc, c'est pour ça qu'on vous demande toujours, faites votre vision board parce qu'il faut que vous visualisez ce que vous voulez. Donc, ça peut être l'ambassadeur, ça peut être le 2 stars, ça peut être des choses vraiment. Moi, j'ai mis une Mercedes GLE parce que c'est la voiture de mes rêves. J'ai mis le sourire Colgate, voilà, parce que j'ai. Ça peut être des choses un peu futiles, mais des choses que vous avez envie de réaliser. Et quand, voilà, quand vous avez ce petit moment, parce que vous l'aurez, hein, moi, des fois, mon téléphone, j'ai envie de le balancer parce que j'en peux plus. J'ai pleuré, même Dany, hein, j'ai pleuré vers lui l'autre jour. Parce que c'est comme ça, on a des hauts, on a des bas. Il sait que quand j'ai un haut, le lendemain, ça va, je remonte. Moi, je suis comme ça, vous me connaissez. Je suis très entière. Je cache pas mes émotions. J'aime parler, j'aime dire la vérité. Et quand ça va pas, j'aime le dire parce que j'ai besoin de le dire. Puis après, je suis très... je fais des choses sur le moment. Réfléchissez, ne faites pas comme moi. Réfléchissez, prenez le temps, calmez-vous. Mais voilà, moi je suis comme ça, et, tout le monde le sait maintenant. Mais c'est important. Puis Dany, c'est ce qu'il disait en fait, que même si on perd 2 personnes, 100 personnes, 1000 personnes, en fait, bah, c'est ça, c'est le marketing de réseau. Créer du lien. Donc, moi, j'essaye vraiment de créer du lien avec toutes mes équipes. Ça, c'est vraiment hyper important parce que c'est ce qui va permettre d'unifier les équipes. Et d'ailleurs, ce qui s'est passé en juillet, ça a permis justement de nous rassembler, de nous, comment on va dire, Christine, de nous souder.
Créer des
Voilà.
liens.
Voilà, de créer des liens encore plus. Et le marketing de réseau, c'est ça. C'est moi, j'ai une deuxième famille. My second family in Travorium. Parce que même si on ne les voit pas en face à face, voilà, moi, je discute beaucoup avec mes partenaires et on crée des liens vraiment très, très forts, même des liens plus forts qu'avec mes collègues de travail, mes vrais collègues de travail que je vois tous les jours.
Okay, I'm going to translate for the English. Okay, so she said she has a little temper and she likes to go straight and say things, but because of the difficulty we went through, it was the best things to have people meet together and be together. And she has strong relationship with her partner now. And maybe sometimes it's more important, her relationship with her partner, than with her friend outside the business. And the difficulty sometimes makes the team stronger.
I mean, they always say that's how you gain strength is through resistance. When people lift weights, there's resistance. That's how you gain muscle. So part of growing in life is there's resistance to help you grow, to help you become stronger. Things happen for you, not to you.
Exactly.
Après, ce que je voulais dire, c'est que plus vous allez avancer dans les rangs, plus ça va devenir difficile parce que plus vous allez avoir une équipe importante, plus vous allez devoir gérer des conflits. Donc ça aussi, il faut s'y attendre, hein, savoir que plus vous allez monter, plus vous allez devoir avoir de charges sur vous et plus vous allez vous attirer la jalousie. Et ça, surtout en Europe, hein, que ce soit en Suisse, en France, surtout en France, hein, il y a beaucoup de personnes qui sont jalouses. Et ça, pour moi qui suis très sensible, c'est difficile. C'est difficile quand on m'attaque, etc. Donc, j'apprends tous les jours. Je fais du développement personnel, parce que c'est une des choses qu'il faut bien avoir à l'esprit et sur laquelle il faut travailler.
Okay, so she said more you go up in your grade and more people are envious. They want to have your place. They are not nice with you. And she has some difficulty with this type of people. In Europe, it's very usual. I don't know if in America, it's the same thing, but more she's going up and more people look at her and is not really nice and they are jealous and envious and they want to take her place or they want to make bad things to her because she's at a certain level. So she wants to tell you that when you go up, you need really to be careful about that. I don't know, Todd, if you have the same problem in America.
We do.
Pareil aux États-Unis.
We.
It's a-
Sorry,
it's a-
we.
It's a people's problem. It's a people. We're in the people's business. What, Todd? I don't remember it. I know I wrote it down, but you said you had that sentence when we went to eat.
Yeah, we have a very simple business,
Yes,
but a very
a very-
complicated product called people.
It's a very simple business with.
A complicated product called people.
Alors, c'est une business qui est simple avec un produit qui est compliqué. Les gens. Comprenez? La business, elle est simple. C'est les gens qui compliquent tout.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Voyage, moins cher. C'est tout. Pourquoi on a mal à la tête? C'est les gens. C'est pas plus compliqué que ça, les amis. So I love that. I say it all the time. You know, our business is simple. I was telling a partner today, she goes, Danny, you say things so easy, so simple. You know, she had tried network marketing before. She goes, man, I had a headache, right? She goes, this building business gives me a headache. But with you, it's just so simple. I go, because I'm simple. I don't put emotions or feelings. It's like as if I don't have any, but I do. But for me, this is business, right? And I have to understand that I need, and I remember a long time ago, a long time ago when Clint Eastwood did Cowboy Movie, I had a call with Todd, and I'll say it in French afterwards. I had a call with Todd, and there was a particular person that I did not like. You know, we don't have to love everybody, right? I did not like this particular, and it was way at the beginning of my journey. And I remember talking to Todd, I said, Todd, man, he's breaking my ball. I have a headache. I can't. I just want to. And I was very emotional. I was like, I can't. And Todd's like, he's in your downline, right? Yeah, that's your money, right? Yeah. So basically, he didn't say it like that, but to
Deal
me,
with
it's not
it.
like that, right? Todd said, listen, remove your emotion. Why? I'm like, okay, I understand. No emotions, just, hey, it's my money, right? It's my money. That's it. So ever since then, I've removed every emotion in my bone when it comes to building this business. So I'll say in French real quick. Alors pour tout le monde, j'ai eu une situation à tous mes débuts avec Travorium. Il y avait quelqu'un que je voulais étrangler, frapper avec un bat de baseball. Et j'ai contacté Todd pour qu'il m'explique. Je voulais me vider. Et il m'a dit, est-ce que cette personne-là est dans ton équipe? J'ai dit oui. Il dit, c'est ton argent? Il dit oui. Il dit, c'est où est le problème? Et depuis cette journée-là, j'ai enlevé mes émotions. Comme Sonia a mentionné tantôt, des fois, ses émotions, elle veut réagir, mais après, elle réalise qu'elle ne devrait pas réagir tout de suite parce que ses émotions ont pris le top. Alors moi, j'ai enlevé mes émotions et je regarde la business simple et tout est simple parce qu'on est ici pour faire de l'argent. Et quand on mélange les émotions, des fois, c'est là qu'on n'agit pas de la bonne façon. So, thank you, Todd, for that hard lesson I learned a long time ago. But I think it's very important for all partners to understand not to get all emotionally, react during certain emotions, because we're trying to build a business here. We're trying to make money. So
Yeah.
what does that got to do with anything?
Correct.
Yeah, in fact, speaking of trying to build a business, one of the questions I wanted to ask Sonia, what was one of the hardest things you had to overcome to learn how to build a team? What did you find most difficult about learning how to become an ambassador?
Qu'est-ce qui t'a causé le plus de difficultés et que tu as dû traverser pour pouvoir devenir une ambassadrice?
Bah, c'est ce que Dani a dit, hein, les hauts, les bas, la jalousie, de ce qu'on a déjà parlé, mais surtout, il faut qu'on se focalise sur les bonnes choses. Donc nous, peut-être que Dani, on est des femmes, peut-être qu'on est plus sensible, je ne sais pas, c'est plus difficile pour nous. Mais en tout cas, ce qu'il faut retenir, c'est que en tant que leader, moi, ce qui me plaît en tout cas, c'est de pouvoir, de permettre aux gens de changer leur vie, d'être inspirante. On l'a vu à Paris quand les gens veulent prendre des photos avec nous, qui viennent nous parler, ah mais ton histoire me touche, etc. Et moi, c'est ça que je retiens. J'essaye vraiment de retenir que le positif, même si je pleure. Après, le lendemain, je retiens que le positif. Et Sandra, c'est c'est mon inspiration, c'est celle qui me dit, mais arrête, pense pas à ça, il faut pas que ça te touche. Si, ça va me toucher, je vais pleurer, mais après, ça ira mieux. Et il faut vraiment se focaliser sur le positif.
Okay, so there is two things that she caused her some difficulty. It was the up and down, and also the sensibility she has and the people around who is jealous. But like just said Danny, you have to put your feeling outside the business. Business is business. And she try now to focus on the good things because she wants to help people. She wants to have people succeed in this business. So she focused on the good thing only. What she really likes, for example, when she was in the convention in Paris, to have people who wanted to make photos with her. And this is the kind of things that she really likes, but because she knows that people can take lessons for what she's learning to us.
And by the way, I did not know we were going to have Ambassador Sandra on today. Hi, Sandra. But since we asked that question, I'm going to pose the same question to Sandra. What were the most difficult things Sandra had to overcome? The same question we just asked in order to become an ambassador. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, Ambassador Sandra's out of Dubai. She's building a massive team, as is Ambassador Sonia. So you got Dubai, you got Switzerland, you got Canada, you got an international training happening today. But pose that same question to Sandra.
Quelles sont tes plus grosses difficultés, Sandra, qui t'ont causé pour devenir ambassadrice en star?
Alors, bonsoir à tous. Quelles ont été mes difficultés? Il y en a eu beaucoup, beaucoup. Déjà, beaucoup, beaucoup de travail, beaucoup de concessions, beaucoup de pleurs, beaucoup de rires, hein, comme disait Sonia, mais beaucoup de pleurs. Voilà, beaucoup des pertes, énormément de pertes parfois qui peuvent être déroutantes, qui peuvent démoraliser, mais on ne lâche pas et puis on se dit on continue et puis on pense au positif. Voilà, si je peux dire mes difficultés, mes grosses difficultés, c'est que j'ai fait énormément de concessions sur un peu ma vie de famille. Ils savaient pourquoi je faisais ça, j'avais vraiment un pourquoi très très fort, donc énormément de concessions, beaucoup de travail, des objectifs très clairs, hein, un focus, vraiment j'avais des œillères, hein. Et voilà, et puis je suis comme Sonia, moi je suis hyper sensible, donc je pleure beaucoup, donc je pleure un bon coup et puis après je reviens le lendemain beaucoup plus forte. Voilà.
Alors, it's very funny because you really look alike, both Sonia and Sandra. They are very, very oversensitive. So the most difficulty she had is that she has a very, very big why also and a big focus on what she wants to do. So she had to work a lot. And it was a little bit painful because she has to put sometimes her family aside. But you cannot have everything at the same time. She was focused on the succeed. She worked a lot for that. And because of her oversensitivity, she was sometimes crying. But the day after, she came back with a smile and she worked.
We cry a lot. No, we are same. She has 4 children too. No,
Yes.
but Sandra is very important for me because we are similar. So
Yeah.
we need each other.
I mean, I hope you guys are getting this. You know, Todd and I always talk about it. It's the reason. I go back to that because if you don't have big reasons, again, what we do, how we do it, it's important, but it means nothing if you do not have a why. They call it why, same thing as reasons. And if you have them, you will fight and do and cry and do what you have to get to the other side. If you do not have big reasons, that's the starting point. You might as well give up.
I want to ask that same question to j'aurais dû, excuse-moi, Christine, j'aurais dû laisser traduire, mais je veux que Daryl et Todd nous disent eux aussi c'est quoi leur plus grande difficulté. Todd, I'll let you go first. because I want you to tell us your two biggest. The same question to you and then Daryl.
So the question of why I'm doing the business or the biggest obstacle I had to overcome.
Obstacle.
Overcome.
Well, the biggest obstacle I had to overcome was the fact that my first 2 years in the business, I failed miserably and I went flat broke.
Really?
Yeah. So when I first got started in the direct selling industry, I had a lawn and landscape company. I started when I was very young. I was a rich kid in high school. I had people working for me, 2 cars. When I got out of high school, I borrowed $100,000 from the bank. I had 10 trucks on the road, 25 employees. And I saw network marketing. I thought, wow, I'm going to get rich. And I told my brother, you can have this lawn and landscape thing. I'm done with it. I'm going to go do network marketing. So I tried to go full time in the business. There's not one book that recommends, hey, go full time day one. But I did, right? Dumb and Dumber. So I tried to go full time in the business. Didn't know how to do it. Didn't know about Peak Pass Plug. I didn't know that you should do third party. I mean, I was trying to do all the telling, all the selling, and I lost my house, my cars, my bank account. I'm now living in the basement on a futon of a couple of guys I recruited. And of course, this is the moment. Are you going to keep pushing forward? Do you believe in this dream? And I did. I believed in the network marketing industry and I kept going even after I went broke.
Okay. You go, Danny, or I go?
Oui, non, je peux le faire si tu veux. Donc, Todd, une de ses plus grandes erreurs, c'était à temps plein. Et je pense que les Français, plusieurs le font à 1 star ou même 2 stars. Right? Ils lâchent le boulot, ils disent, ah, je suis 1 star, je suis 2 stars, fini le travail. Moi, c'est Travorium, mais il n'y a aucune garantie que ça va aller parfait. Alors, Todd, la première fois, lui, c'est un entrepreneur, il y avait plus de 25 employés qui travaillaient dans l'industrie de couper le gazon, s'occuper des maisons et tout ça. Et lui a dit à son frère, écoute, moi, j'ai découvert le marketing relationnel, prends ma business, moi, je m'en vais temps plein jour 1. Et il a échoué, il a perdu sa maison, son auto, il a tout perdu et il a fini par dormir sur un futon dans la maison de ses 2 premiers partenaires dans son M&M. Alors, les 2 premières années, il a complètement échoué, il a tout perdu, qu'est-ce qu'il avait qu'il avait bâti au début.
Oui.
Oui. Alors,
Derek,
do you have a second thing or you want Daryl to go?
No, have Daryl go. I was saying hi to Sandra's daughter.
Okay.
Hi.
Yeah.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Well, a couple of things for me, it was, I hated my job. I hated getting up and going to work. I hated working with the people I was working with. I hated the income that I was receiving from my work and what I saw the income would be 10, 15, 20 years down the road. I did not want to do that anymore. And I was so sick and tired of being sick and tired. I made a decision. I had those reasons, and then I made a decision. The biggest obstacle was me initially. Again, like Sonia, I had to give up. I played basketball in high school, all through college. I had to give up all of those things so I could go to training, so I could learn, I could work on me. And when I did that, and I totally sold everything to be in this business, that's when we started making adjustments.
Donc, pour Daryl, lui, il détestait le travail, il détestait le revenu qui venait avec le travail, il détestait aller au travail, il n'aimait même pas sa situation. Alors, il a dû abandonner ses rêves, le sport, le basket, tout ça. Il a dû se développer, il a dû mettre tout ça sur le côté pour se développer lui personnellement, pour avoir la vie qu'il veut avoir. Alors, pour Daryl, c'est vraiment tout abandonner pour avoir ce que lui voulait avoir parce qu'il était juste, en bon québécois, écœuré, tanné, frustré. Il ne voulait plus rien savoir de son travail. Donc, l'alternative, c'était ceci, de faire du marketing relationnel, de devenir une meilleure personne, de se développer pour pouvoir avoir la vie qu'il veut avoir.
Now the same question to you, Danny.
Yeah, I was going to say, do I have to say it for me too?
Yeah.
To me, I mean, it's a mix of, the why, just like Daryl. I just wanted a better life. But my biggest difficulties is to know that I don't know it all, to be okay to learn, right? I don't know it all. I know a lot. Like, I'm the type of person that I feel like everything in there is what it is, right? But to be open, to be coachable, and to learn. I was coachable at basketball. I mean, I'm coachable in many things, but in network marketing, I didn't know I had to be coachable. But I understood that if I was coachable, then it would be a shortcut because I'm learning from people that was there before me. Right. So my biggest obstacle was to, okay, Danny, accept to learn something you don't know. And once I understood that, I was like, okay, wait a minute. If I'm coachable and I learn, I can go faster. Now I could duplicate that and then share the same thing with the other people that are going to come. And I think that another biggest thing for me was I can't accept failure in this industry. For me, failing is not even an option because I look around and I say, why him? Why her? And every event that I went, it was always the same story. They lost their truck, their pickup, their dogs, their wife, they lost everything.
Sounds like a country song.
I know. Right? And it's always people that lose it all that win in our industry. So to me, it's like, wait a minute, I ain't lose yet. So I'm basically ahead of them because I don't have that pain, right? So if I didn't lose yet, I'm gonna make it. So I said, okay, people around me didn't lose their trucks, their pickup, their dogs, whatever. So we're all gonna make it. So for me, failing is not even an option. If they can do it, I can do it too. So every time, and I'll end it with this. Every time there's a wall, there's an obstacle. To me, it's just okay, I'm gonna figure it out. Yeah. When David said, Danny, what are you doing? Why is there French people in my company? I don't speak French. Why are you building over there? I said, I don't know. They joined. Don't you want the money? Of course I want the money, Danny, but what are we gonna do? I said, well, what are you gonna do? He's like, okay, listen, get 500 French people, then I will, do, and Daryl told me the same thing. Go and build it. Don't worry, David got your back. So I said,
for everybody out there, Danny's up in a couple countries this way.
Right. So yeah, I kind of went on a run with that after. So I went and got the 500. I went and got 1,000.
Well, I want to say Danny has earned all of this because when we had that conversation back in the day, because Dave wanted to make sure, because people always say we're going to open this country, we're going to do this, and they don't end up doing squat. And so we had that conversation, and Danny flat out went to work. He didn't call somebody and say, hey, you guys are going to do this and let's make it happen. He went to work. He was the customer service. He was the psychologist. He was the trainer. He was everything. So he gets a business he deserves. A lot of people can't even show up to a presentation, can't even show up on a Saturday training. And this guy was opening the country because Travorium didn't do that in the beginning. He had to be the Dave Hart in Canada, in all the countries over there. Understand what you have to do to get over the hill to become successful. But then I'll never forget that, man. You flat out went to work, and unfortunately, we couldn't speak French. We couldn't help other than the fact that I said, if you do it, Dave will do whatever you need him to do to get it done.
And remind everybody that the website wasn't in French. The videos weren't in French.
Nothing.
The sign up wasn't in French. Nothing was in French. I mean, Danny was the conduit. So, I mean, again, he had to go do the work.
It's amazing. I still, just to this day, unbelievable.
Thank you. Résumé rapide, alors je disais pour moi que je suis quelqu'un qui savait pas qu'il fallait que je sois coachable dans cette industrie, et c'était ma difficulté numéro 1. Et quand j'ai appris que je devais être coachable, c'est là que j'ai vu que la raison qu'on est coachable, c'est pour aller plus vite. Il y a des gens qui ont eu des obstacles avant nous, et eux ont les connaissances que nous, on n'est pas obligé de passer à travers ces échecs-là. Et c'est ça qui a fait que dès que je me suis dit, OK, je vais écouter Darius, je vais écouter Todd, je vais écouter David, je vais devenir coachable et je vais arrêter de dire que je sais tout. Parce que dans la vie de tous les jours, je sais tout pour ma vie, mais pas dans le marketing relationnel. Alors, je ne peux pas amener ma vie personnelle et dire, ben moi, dans ma vie, c'est comme ça fonctionne. Non. Comment ça fonctionne dans le marketing relationnel, je dois apprendre. Et j'ai appris. Et c'est ça qui a changé ma vision. Et quand je voyais tout le temps les gens gagner de l'argent, je me dis, mais pourquoi eux et pas moi? Pourquoi eux, ils disent toujours, ils ont tout perdu, la maison, leur mari et tout ça, et maintenant, ils ont réussi? Parce qu'ils ont tout perdu. Je dis, ben moi, je n'ai pas tout perdu, donc je vais réussir. Alors, pour moi, c'était pas, pour moi, pas réussir, c'est même pas une possibilité. Il n'y a pas d'obstacle qu'on ne peut pas passer au travers. Et ensuite, j'ai mentionné comme quoi qu'il n'y avait rien pour la francophonie. Et quand j'ai décidé d'ouvrir la France, mais d'ailleurs, elle m'a dit, écoute, je ne mets rien en français tant qu'on n'a pas 500 membres. Et on a été chercher plus de 1000 membres. Et ça, c'est des obstacles que la plupart des gens n'auront jamais besoin d'affronter, tu vois. Mais sachez que vous allez avoir des obstacles. Il faut juste passer au travers.
You know, one final question. I know we're running out of time here. So one final question I want to ask Sonia and then Sandra, for everyone that's listening, whether you speak French, English, Spanish. I see Adriana here. Hey, Adriana from the Canary Islands. What would be your advice to somebody that's on here? Maybe they've been in the company, you know, they're just trying to get their 3, they're just trying to get to 2-star. Maybe they've struggled a little bit. What would be your advice to them? How to get from where they're at to where you're at right now?
Quels seraient, Sandra et Sonia, quels seraient vos conseils pour des personnes qui sont déjà dans la compagnie, mais qui ont beaucoup de mal à atteindre le 1 star, le 2 star, ou même leurs 3 partenaires?
Alors, moi, c'était justement un des points que je voulais discuter. C'était ce que je mettais en place donc, pour les équipes. Donc, on a conçu une formation. Donc, ça rejoint ce que disait Dani. Numéro 1, c'est se former. Sandra et moi, hein, on lit beaucoup de livres pour justement faire des zooms de qualité. Donc, on apprend, hein, en lisant, on apprend avant de faire les zooms. Et c'est ça vraiment qui est important, c'est de participer, dire bonjour dans les groupes, parce qu'en fait, c'est l'union qui va faire la force. Donc, en fait, c'est ce qui va vous aider à avancer, vous dire, OK, je fais partie d'une équipe, je veux réussir pour votre pourquoi, mais être entouré des bonnes personnes, c'est ce qui va vous aider à avancer. Et c'est ce qu'on essaye de donner à notre équipe, une formation, des zooms de qualité, des zooms de qualité. Mais après, le job, nous, on donne tous les outils, mais c'est aux personnes de prendre ce qu'on leur donne et de tout donner. Et mon conseil numéro 1, c'est pas d'excuses. 0 excuse pour réussir.
Okay, so she put things together with Sonia and her. They put things together. They did a formation, a training. They're doing some Zoom with very good quality. For that, they're reading a lot because they cannot have a good Zoom if they don't know what they're doing before. So they are reading a lot, and they give us all the tools necessary to be succeed on this job. But also what she's saying is very important. It's that even so we have all the tools, if we don't do it, we will not succeed. So if it is up to the people to take all the training we have from Sonia and Sandra, it's up to the people to use the tools they give us, and it's up to the people to go to the Zoom and to work very hard. She said also that it's very important to be around the good people. You cannot make a good team if you have people who doesn't follow or people who are not with you with the same energy. So you have to be sure that around you in your team, you will have the good people.
And now I'm going to pose that same question to Sandra.
Alors moi, je vais rejoindre Sonia. Donc effectivement, la formation, c'est hyper important. Après, c'est 80% l'état d'esprit, 80% le mindset. Il faut être focus sur son business. Comme elle dit, zéro excuse. Faut bien considérer cette activité comme une activité où on est indépendant, où on n'est pas en salariat, donc il n'y a personne qui va nous dire quoi faire. Donc vraiment, prendre cet état d'esprit tout de suite, être hyper déterminé, travailler sa positivité à fond. Si vous êtes négatif, il n'y a rien qui va se passer. Moi, je suis très loi de l'attraction. Je ne sais pas si vous connaissez la loi de l'attraction. Et voilà, travailler, c'est très, très important. Sa positivité, sa détermination, travailler la loi de l'attraction et surtout croire en soi. Croire en soi, c'est hyper important, comme dit Dani, les 3 C. Croire en soi, en sa propre personne, croire dans la société et croire aussi dans les services. Et si vous travaillez tout ça, si vous avez confiance dans la société, si vous avez confiance en vous, vous allez vraiment exploser dans votre business.
Okay.
She
So-
said, quit whining, no excuses, get to work. Oh, sorry.
Exactly. She said, like Sonia, that, okay, there is a tool, there is a training, but this is 20% of the work. 80% is a mindset and the wanted to do things and wanted to be succeed. So mindset is very, very important in this job. Also, what she said, she believed very strongly in Dani au secours, la loi de l'attraction, comment tu dis ça en anglais? The law.
Law of attraction.
Okay, it's easy. The law of attraction, it's very, very important. And she believes very much in that. So, and she's telling us every day, don't go aside. This law of attraction is very, very important. Mindset is 80% of your job and 20% is the tools and the training.
So Danny, if I pose that question to you,
Zero excuse.
so Danny, we'll pose that question to you. What would be your piece of advice for someone that's been here, or they want to become where you're at? Maybe they've been here a while, maybe they don't have their 3, maybe they do, maybe they're struggling. What would be your advice?
There's so many advices I could give, but if they're on here tonight, good job. That's advice number 1, right?
Yes.
Come to the trainings, okay? Even if you think you don't need it, you're wrong, 100%. You always need, it's a never-ending training. That's number 1. Never-ending training. It's not like work where they train you, then they give you a bucket and say, go to work and do 40 hours a week. No, in our business, you learn all the time. It's forever training, okay? Just like a doctor. Give you an example. Doctors don't stop training. They always have to go back and learn. They always have, oh, there's a new technique. There's a new way of doing this. There's a new drug. They never stop learning. And I think a lot of people think, oh, I'll do network marketing because it's peak, pass, and plug, and then I'm done. No, there's more than that. You're going to have to learn forever. So accept learning forever. Accept not quitting forever. Accept building forever. Right? I'll say that again. Build forever. Don't think, Danny, I signed up 33. Yeah? You think they'll live forever? No, you might outlive them, right? So if you outlive them, what happens to your 33? Common sense. Always build, never stop building. And then I'll add the last 2 things is your mindset is 1,000% the strongest thing, most important thing that you need. Because your mindset is going to keep you focused about all the ups and downs. No mindset, when there's a down, you crash. If your mindset is strong, when there's a down, you go like this. Like a mosquito. Like, what are you doing? Mindset is the most important thing, right? Without that, you have nothing. So be coachable, have mindset, never-ending learning, never-ending recruiting, and you'll be, I said a whole bunch of stuff. I could have done a whole training on that, Todd, by the way. That's a trade. I could do a trade. I could take these points and have a PowerPoint with the keywords and then slide and do a training.
So Daryl, what would be your advice?
We actually do it every week. It's just, we go through the same thing, and the mindset is definitely key, but get excited, plug in, take massive action, and never quit. Guys, that's it. If Sonia, if you guys want to take my circle of success that you talked about earlier today, you said stable income. That's why you wanted to get in there. Your kids. This is the reason why you went after the business. That falls under reasons. So I'll just give you these 6 quick things. Reasons, decisions, goals, habits, turn them into obsessions, wrap it up in discipline. Everything everyone talked about today started with the why. I say reasons, but it's the same thing. When you have your why, when you have your reasons, you have now make a decision. I hated my job. I wanted something else. That was my reason, made me make a decision. Once you make a decision, and Sonia talked about that too, you have to now establish goals. And Sonia also talked about once you get goals, she didn't say this word, but you have to have habits. She was going this way with her habits. She needed to change her habits and go to a different way. She stopped going out and partying. She stopped sports and all the other stuff. She changed her habits. Then she turned it into an obsession. You cannot get anywhere by just hoping and wishing I'm going to be an ambassador. It is not going to happen. You wrap all of that up with discipline. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a formula for success in anything you do. It's worked for me 35 years before I even knew that's what it was.
Absolutely incredible. So, by the way, I want to again thank Sandra and Sonia for being here. I want to thank Christine. I'll buy you guys dinner if you're in Barcelona, Christine. I'll buy you dinner. Just a final comment. Final as we get ready to leave. Final thoughts, Sonia.
Ton dernier mot, Sonia.
Ben, je suis ravie. Sorry, j'ai mes bébés qui pleurent, forcément. My babies are crying. Always in my Zooms, always. Non, je vous remercie. Je remercie Todd de m'avoir invité. C'est vraiment un honneur pour moi d'avoir été dans ce Zoom. Et croyez fort en Travorium, croyez en votre équipe, vivez l'expérience des conventions. Paris, c'était amazing, wonderful. Barcelona will be amazing. J'ai vraiment hâte de voir, de tous vous voir. Et vraiment, c'est une opportunité. Ces conventions, c'est une opportunité de dingue. Donc, ceux qui ne sont pas... Mais ceux qui ne sont pas là...
Who is that? What is his
partners. Donc voilà, ceux qui n'ont pas encore pris leur billet, qui viennent parce que ça peut radicalement changer leur business. Donc ça, c'est vraiment très, très, très important. Voilà, je coupe mon micro.
So she said she wants to thank you very much, Todd, for inviting her. It was an honor for her to be in this Zoom. And she wants to say that, c'est pas mes enfants, moi c'est les chiens. She wants to say that we have to believe in our business. This is a wonderful opportunity. And she loves the last convention in Paris, the meeting we had in Paris. She is going to Barcelona. She hopes to see everybody in Barcelona. And she said people needs to come when we have events like that because it's very important and it can change your perception of your own business.
Yeah, and for a lot of you out there, what Sonia is saying is 100% true. I know most of you are going to San Antonio, Texas versus Barcelona, but the advice is the same. You need to be in San Antonio, Texas. Of course, a lot of us are going to Barcelona, but we have 2 events happening. One's for the English crowd in the United States, and of course, we got Barcelona. But Sonia, thank you for being here. Go feed your kids. They've been great. We love you, Sonia. See you in Barcelona.
Sorry, I have to go, but thank you so much for everything. And I'm very happy to be with all of us. Thank you so much.
I'll see you in Barcelona, Sonia. Thank you.
Goodbye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Everybody give her some hearts. Give her some love. Say thank you, Sonia.
Et Sandra, quel est ton dernier mot?
Pareil aussi, je vais remercier tout le monde de m'avoir invité ce soir. Si j'ai un petit message à faire passer, c'est travailler fort. croyez en vous, ne survolez pas l'activité. Parce que si vous survolez l'activité, l'activité vous survolera. C'est une activité qui est incroyable, donc il faut s'y mettre à fond. Et si vous vous mettez à fond, ben, cette activité va vous le rendre. On est tous incroyables. Donc, il faut vraiment croire en soi, travailler votre confiance en vous, travailler, croyez en vous et vous allez tous cartonner.
So she said she wants to thank you also for her to be here. And she wants to pass this message to everybody that we have to work very, very hard. And if you work hard, you will have success. Don't fly over the opportunity and the business, because the business will fly you and you will not go nowhere. So you will really have to be into it, to work very hard and to keep focus and mindset.
Incredible.
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you, Christine.
So everybody give Sandra some love and thank you. Say everybody thank you, Ambassador Sandra.
Thank you.
Which, by the way, Sonia was the first ambassador in Switzerland. Sandra was the first ambassador in Dubai. Danny was the first ambassador in Canada. So we got, 3 people out here that are pioneers, not only the first ambassadors of our company, but the first ambassadors in the respective countries. And so incredible.
Wow. Amazing, Todd. Absolutely unbelievable. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate all that you guys do.
And
Thank
Christine, for the translations, thank you for coming on.
You're
Are you going to Barcelona, Christine?
Yes, I will.
Okay, we'll get together. I'll buy you dinner.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right. Thank you so much.
Thank
So
you.
Daryl, Danny, final thoughts.
Dale?
I'm just blown away. I mean, it's so remarkable. And then you made it even more remarkable by saying they were the first ones in each prospective country. I understood and knew that about Danny, and I know the work and effort it took for him to do what he had to do in his countries. But for Sandra and for Sonia, I mean, it's amazing. So guys, the point is, if they can do it, you can do it. But they gave you the roadmap. They told you there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. Guys, it's going to be some challenges. But if you have the big reasons, go back to the beginning. If you have the reasons, there's nothing you cannot do. So excited and so happy for the future of this company.
Can I go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Daryl a dit que ce Zoom était formidable, que Sonia et Sandra ont donné de très bons conseils et qu'il espère que tout le monde va suivre ce conseil. Mais bon, j'ai peut-être pas tout retenu, mais la chose principale que je retiens en tout cas, et qu'il a dit plusieurs fois, mais que j'ai pas eu encore l'occasion de traduire, c'est qu'il faut que le why soit énorme. Plus votre why est énorme et plus vous allez rentrer dedans et vous allez rentrer dans votre succès. Si votre why est tout petit, ben, vous n'aurez pas les mêmes résultats. Donc, allez chercher votre why et allez de l'avant. Il a vraiment, vraiment adoré l'intervention de nos 2 ambassadrices, Sonia et Sandra.
Alors, moi, je vais rajouter, moi, je vous apprécie, j'apprécie tout le monde, j'apprécie le fait que j'ai des ambassadrices à Dubaï, ambassadrices en Suisse, ambassadrices un peu partout. Sachez que vous travaillez pour vous, numéro 1. Vous travaillez pour vous. Et si vous vous rappelez que c'est pour vous et que vous avez un gros pourquoi, vous allez réussir. Arrêtez de penser que vous faites pour quelqu'un d'autre. Vous faites pour vous et votre famille. Alors ça, c'est très important. Et aussi, aller aux événements, c'est un moment de ressources. C'est un moment de voir le pourquoi, de voir que vous n'êtes pas les seuls à vous battre pour vos rêves. Vous allez voir d'autres personnes qui se battent pour leurs rêves. Alors, ce n'est pas juste aller dans une chambre d'hôtel, faire des photos vidéo de la salle de bain. C'est de rencontrer des gens derrière l'écran et partager leur pourquoi qu'ils vont vous voir et que vous allez réaliser que, c'est quoi, je suis à la bonne place. So basically what I was saying is I'm thankful that I now have help and I have amazing ambassadors all over the world. I'm grateful that people believed in what I was trying to do, that I have people like Sandra and Sonia that are amazing. They're just, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be part of this company and to touch so many lives. And to remember that you're not doing this for anyone else. Do not think you're doing the company a favor or the neighbor a favor. You're doing this for you, right? You're building this for your dream, your life. So every day, if you don't do nothing, Nobody's crying for you. Nobody's thinking about, oh, I hope she's okay. You need to be okay for yourself. The company pays when you make a sale. Go make one, right? Every time you make a sale, they pay you. Every time you book a trip, the trip is there for you. You're doing it for you. And when you're doing it for yourself, you're also impacting so many other lives, because we only make money when people save money. So when you're working for yourself, you're helping others. So don't be selfish. Work for yourself. Help others. Attend events, not to take pictures, not to show the bathroom, the couch, the view. Go to events to learn and share and touch other people. Listen to other people's story, because sometimes you seem to think that your story is the biggest and the baddest, and you're like, ooh, she had to do what? And then I'll take you to another level, right? Oh, I didn't know he had to do this, or she had to do that. And when you hear those stories, you're like, damn, you know what? My mindset is not strong enough. I'm weak. I need to grow. It's bigger than what I thought it was. I'm not the only one building. There's other people. So you're not alone. Sometimes you need to refuel your tanks when you go to events and realize you're not alone. Right now, there's an event in Barcelona. There'll be one in San Antonio. And one day, I know Todd and Daryl, they want the same thing as me. We want ambassadors in every city, in every state, in every country. And we want events everywhere in the world, because we want to impact as many lives as possible.
Amen. Well, for everyone that's been here today, you guys have participated in an international training, Switzerland, Dubai, Canada. It might be your first experience in a multilingual training. And of course, I mean, I hope all of you, got, because some of you are going to have teams spread around the world. And so before long, you're going to be on a Zoom just like this, and you'll be talking through a translator, and they'll be talking back. But I want you to realize that all of these people, because today you might be like, wow, man, this training takes a while because you got to wait for the translation. All of these people built their business when the company didn't even have things in their language. Meaning, if you think it's difficult to wait for the translation, today, they had to build their entire business waiting for a translation. They didn't have websites in French. They didn't have, the videos in French. They didn't have customer support in French. They had to wait for the translation on everything just to go build their business. But why would they do that? As Daryl's mentioned several times, we've heard from both of them, all of them. The why is more important than the how. If you have the why, you'll figure out the how. Reasons come before answers, and that this is a mindset game. Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for less problems, wish for more skill. And you need to spend more time sharpening the axe, reading the books, 10 pages every day. You hear me and Daryl talk about that every week. 10 pages every day, 15 minutes of positive audio. You have to be doing something in your business every day, prospecting people every day, no exception. And if you do the correct things long enough, if you keep doing the right things, even when the wrong things are happening, you will in fact arrive. For some of you, it's going to happen quickly. For some of you, it might happen slower, but you will arrive if you simply keep doing it and 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 do it some more. Just do it. So guys, thank you for being here. Sandra, thank you. Christine, thank you. Danny, thank you. Daryl, as always, you are the maestro. And guys, hope you guys got some incredible value. Show these ladies some love, give them some hearts, some thumbs up. Say we appreciate you.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci. Merci beaucoup.
Mercy. Thank you guys. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.